Well, my friends, it is going to be over soon. Elon Musk, tech billionaire, Tesla CEO, part-time edgelord, and full-time chaos agent is stepping down from his Trump-appointed role as the head of DOGE. Seriously, Elon Musk is calling this a 130-day tenure, and he says it's a revolution in government. He's claiming victory. He says, I did it. I helped cut the federal deficit by $1 trillion. And now with his mission accomplished, he's heading for the exits. Now, if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. Let's be very real. This is not a clean exit. This is not a victorious receding back to running his businesses. This is a very carefully staged retreat. Now, let's talk about the real numbers. The actual numbers that Elon Musk's department claims to have saved are $130 billion. That's not a trillion. That's 13% of what he claims. Even the 130 billion has not been identified by verified by a single independent agency. It's a bullet point. Now, when we dug into the details last week and the week before, we found that some of their $130 billion in claimed savings were things that actually date back to programs eliminated under Biden. Some of the claimed savings were decimal point errors where they overstated by orders of magnitude the amount of savings. Others are canceled programs that haven't actually even received any money, and the actual savings is zero. So even what they claim, Trump says, Musk says, we saved $1 trillion, we cut $1 trillion. Their real bullet point is we saved 130 billion. The audited bullet point is close to very, very little. So this is how Elon operates. You overpromise, you underdeliver, you lie, declare victory, and disappear before the consequences hit. And what Elon Musk is now trying to do is get out before the layoffs and the program cuts and the sloppy spending slashes start to hurt real people in an even more serious way. He's cutting and running right as the lawsuits are starting to overturn some of what DOGE has done. As the oversight demands are saying, we're not going to go with this unless we actually can go through a proper oversight process. The public backlash is mounting. And maybe even more importantly, part of why Elon is bailing is his businesses are starting to struggle as a result of him being supposedly working 100 hours a week on 17 different projects, doesn't let you be too in depth on any one of them. Tesla's struggling. SpaceX is struggling. X is struggling. Shareholders are getting restless. So this is the pattern. Elon swoops in, grabs a bunch of headlines, pushes some superficial change. When the real work starts or the PR turns or the damage begins to be felt by average people, he exits. And the Republicans who have been yelling for years, why can't the government run more like a business? They kind of got their wish, and it looked really bad. It's layoffs and unchecked power, a complete lack of accountability, lies from the top, and the billionaire walking away before the dust even settles. So did Elon Musk save American government? No. Did he end waste or fraud? I don't even know that he found any fraud. We still don't have a single person who's been charged. Okay, the investigations take time. But if they found as much fraud as they claim, which is a crime, you would think there are going to be many arrests and prosecutions here. And then he is now bailing before the math catches up to him. Is this reform? No. It's a performance, yes. But the saddest part of it is we're all going to be left holding the bill. And the most terrifying part of it is that this has worked to bamboozle and trick and grift the very people who are going to be hurt the most by it. And now some of them are expecting checks in the mail. Did you know that countless commercial databases and people search sites are storing your personal information? Anyone, from an employer to a former partner, can use these platforms to get details about your online presence, your home address, phone number, email, license plate, family members, financial information, even political views. Europe has laws that offer some protection, but in the US, the data is widely accessible. Even the FBI will buy this information from companies to spy on people without a search warrant. Our sponsor, Incogni, provides a solution. It takes just seconds to sign up, and Incogni will send removal requests to all of the major data brokers, legally compelling them to get rid of your data. Incogni keeps you informed throughout the process. You'll get real-time updates, who has complied, which ones are still pending. They'll handle follow-ups, they'll handle appeals on your behalf, and this will save you hundreds of hours. Very few people have the time or resources to do this on their own. This service can also reduce the number of spam calls and emails you get, since many solicitors and scammers get your information from these very same sources. Go to incogni.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman for 60% off. The link is below.